No, don't do that. Don't do that. Bad child.
She's not a dog, Isaac.
Well, we know what if we need to confer.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, things with tentacles, from the home of the one and only Professor Nesbit, Associate Director of the Department of Necromancy for Morticians, and newly elected Director of the Department of Children Who Won't Shut Up. Cailin's in Nesbit's Frankensteinian Reconstruction 101 class, and apparently found a job application he posted for an on-call babysitter. When she asked, he gave it to her. No questions asked. He seemed pretty chill about the whole deal, too.
Oh, God, no. Why me? Oh.
He said that she could have people over when she worked, so long as we didn't trash the place, and we were gone before he came back from whatever the hell he's doing. Which is why we are reporting live from the nicest house with the brattiest child.
Oh, God. Children are satanic.
Some of them might be his children. It's
No,
perfectly possible.
Shh, remember?
Oh. Right. Sorry, I forgot.
How's the recording sounding?
Well, because someone couldn't keep a child quiet for long enough for me to do the introduction, there's a little bit of background noise.
Oh, okay. Well, if you wanted it to be so quiet, you should have tried to survive that child.
I did, and look what happened to me.
Okay, you know what? That's not even...
What do I know, huh?
Okay, well, maybe you wouldn't be covered in glue and sparkles if you weren't...
I wouldn't be so sparkly if you hadn't sent me after that child, you D-I-L-D-O.
She's 5, not deaf. She can spell ash.
Didn't you tell me that before I spelled dildo?
And there it is, yep.
So, why are you both covered in glitter and rainbow paint?
Welcome to the gay.
Okay, there's a Satan child in the other room, and Cailin thought it was a brilliant idea to start arts and crafts on my face. And I got painted, not to mention, I'm fairly sure there's glitter in my...
So, is this an actual Satan child, or...
Shh.
What? What did I do?
Don't say a word about you-know-what.
Jeez and Crow, if this is another parent who doesn't like mentioning Satan, they've got another thing coming. I've met the guy, he's not that bad. Also, he makes one hell of a cocktail.
Shh. Here, just read this. It's a letter from the dad, for Cailin, like, in case she forgets or anything.
Dear Miss Smith, thank you for agreeing to watch Cicely for me. I really appreciate it, especially under such short notice. A few things to keep in mind this evening, as per usual. We try to eat between 5:30 and 6, but never later than 6:30. I left some cold cuts on the refrigerator, but please feel free to cook something if you are inclined and able. Cicely is a wonderful help in the kitchen, so that may be a good activity for the two of you, especially if she's energetic. You do not have to worry about bathing her, but please try to make sure she's in bed by 8. This is an extended bedtime for her, but she gets very excited because babysitters are a special occasion. If she gives you any trouble, simply put her in her room and close the door. She will sort herself out. I laid out several bedtime stories for you to choose from. Pick 2, and she may want to help you read them. As always, I appreciate your discretion about the state of the world. Unfortunately, if you mention our difficult times, I will have to immediately terminate your occupation. Thank you again. High regards, Professor James Nesbit. P.S. Don't worry about the reading due tomorrow. I won't have a quiz on it.
Holy shit.
We know.
How could he warn her about the quiz like that? It's totally a violation of teacher code of conduct or something.
Leah, he's refusing to tell his daughter that we live in a magical world.
He's trying to raise the kid to be as stupid as these two were.
Hey.
You can't let him do that. I assume you distinctly remember how difficult transition was for the two of you when you found out.
Actually, yeah, the details are still relatively fuzzy. Between the traumatic exposure and the following 36 hours of Call of the Telemarketer, everything's sort of a blur.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go do the thing.
Don't you dare do the thing.
But I want to do the thing!
I think now would be an appropriate time to take a moment to remind you the last time you did the thing for someone, it was the worst experience of their fucking lives.
And I would like to take the opportunity to point out that this child does not belong to you at all in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, you just admitted that you belonged to me.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, you totally did.
No.
You heard that, right, Katie? Isaac just said I owned him.
Okay, but I was...
You kinda did. But I thought you sold your soul to Pat for that Sex Panther cologne.
You did what?
Okay, Sex Panther cologne is a misnomer, and it wasn't my whole soul. And, it turns out it wasn't cologne, it was actually
Okay,
this...
well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go do the thing.
Just a quick reminder that the souls you transport to the afterlife are the ones I decide I don't want. Things would be a bit unfortunate for you if suddenly I decided that I like a lot of souls. You have a quota to meet, remember?
But the thing is so much fun.
Entertain yourself with something else. I'm gonna go see if the glitter bomb is as bad as everyone says it is.
I'm gonna go see if this guy has anything worth filching.
We're totally gonna make Cailin lose her job, aren't we?
No doubt about it. Ah! Eat that, you piece of shit!
Why? Don't do that. Now, there it is. By the way, do you know where Pat went?
No idea. Probably to help Leah?
Since when has Pat ever willingly helped anyone with anything without charging them?
When he can make a profit off of your sorry ass?
Guys! Stop whatever you're doing right now. You have to check out what's in the basement.
Have I finally found the man with the sex dungeon I have always been looking for?
She has a child.
Artificial insemination, bitches!
What do you...
Whatever. You two, basement, now.
This would have been a dream come true if you weren't such a bitch.
We prefer the term lady dog, thank you. Church folks aren't as easily excitable as the Cone Clan, but we still have our preferred homes. Now come on!
Okay, why do I feel like something terrifying is about to jump out at me?
I mean, I could if you really wanted me to.
Oh, no need to trouble yourself.
Oh, it'd be my pleasure, I promise.
As much as I'm sure that's true, I can... Okay, but you're the one who...
Sure.
No, Ash, why are you shushing me? You don't even know where we're going.
It's in this room.
What is?
The thing. Hold on. There we go. Now check this out.
Holy shit.
Okay, so... I know that we're supposed to suspend all of our disbelief when it comes to this new awful world, but... This seems like it might be something a little bit out of the ordinary, right?
On behalf of the population of the whole universe, I can firmly and without doubt say that this is not normal.
You sure? I mean, I'm a god. I could probably do something like this. If I had tried hard enough and actually figured out my powers and stopped feeling guilty for all those dead puppies.
There are some things that we just don't do. Taboos. This is one of them.
So what do we do?
Cicely, time to come to bed. I'll read you an extra bedtime story if you can get your pajamas on before I get up there.
Okay. Guys, we may have a situation.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get Cicely all wound up before bed.
A bigger problem.
What did you do?
Okay, although circumstances may try to disagree with us, for once we have done absolutely nothing wrong.
I don't believe you at all.
Normally I wouldn't blame you.
Where might Katie be?
Why?
Well, here's the thing. The teeny itty bitty thing.
Teeny tiny.
There's a body in the basement.
Oh, okay. He's the head of the Department of Necromancy for Morticians. Of course he's gonna have a couple bodies in the basement. Here I was all concerned because I thought something was actually wrong.
And it's like an old body.
Also, she's a mermaid.
Also, she's moving.
Also, she's his wife. Or ex-wife. now that she's dead. Personally, I don't know, the whole ex-wife thing would be more fitting, but I guess I could be wrong, you know? Wait, if...
Where is Leah?
She's downstairs trying to figure it out. She kept saying something about the soul being detached or damned or delicious or something that started with a D. I wasn't really paying attention because I was too busy being distracted by the fact that there was a mermaid in the basement.
She sent us up here to find Katie. She said she needed her help.
Find her. She has to be around here somewhere, but so help me, God.
I think I'm proof that gods aren't generally all that helpful.
If you...
I mean, we're pretty annoying at times.
Okay, I was saying...
Normally, people will try to do things, just mundane things, and we just don't let them finish those things because we're too wrapped up in ourselves. This reminds me of this one time 5 years ago when I was
If you do anything without consulting me first, we'll find out just how much longevity you actually have.
So, does that mean...
Yeah, the body in the basement, threats from Cailin. I think now is a great time for you and I to make our grand exits.
Yeah, like hell you are. Let's go, guys. Oh my god! What the hell is happening?
I'm not sure. I found it. It's kind of gross, right?
For any listeners who are particularly interested, it seems that Leah's definition of kinda gross refers to a partially dead lady mermaid with actually some rather impressive stitches and maybe... Yeah, that's a distinct lack of eyeballs.
Not to mention, she is actually physically gray, and the water she is swimming in appears to have turned pink with some sort of oozing substance.
What did you do?
Nothing! I didn't do anything. Like I said, I was looking for stuff to filch, and I found her like this. Totally not my fault. Where's Katie?
Why does it matter where Katie is? We're obviously not supposed to be here.
The only thing that isn't supposed to be here is Miss Fish Lady here, who happens to be Nesbit's wife.
It is ridiculous. You can't make assumptions like that.
There are wedding photos in the top drawer of the desk over there, along with her death certificate.
Wait, you mean you people actually do things as benign as writing out death certificates?
Of course. We have to. Otherwise, do you have any idea how many people come looking for their boyfriend, asking if we're sure he died, wondering if maybe he just got turned into a newt?
How do you know he didn't get turned into a newt?
Because only the people who carry souls to the afterlife fill out the death certificate. It's kind of hard to deny someone who had a 15-minute long conversation with your beau about your kinks on his way to Hades.
I guess I never thought about it like that.
No one ever does. And suddenly, I become the bad guy just because your boyfriend's soul couldn't keep his mouth shut, and now I know you like...
What the fuck is going on here?
Exactly what I've been wanting to know this whole time. Actually, no, I don't. I don't want to know anything. I want everyone to go back upstairs and pretend that this never happened.
Is this what I think it is?
No, please, can we just go back upstairs?
All of you go, now.
No, you're coming with us.
I'll follow you up in a minute.
You're coming with us now. You killed his wife.
Wrong.
You killed his wife.
Cail, I'm aware that this is a very complex concept and probably hard for you to understand, but it wasn't even his actual wife. It was just a substitute. It had no soul. It shouldn't have existed. With him being the director of the department and all, I figured he would have told you that the first rule of necromancy is you never make a body without putting a soul into it. That's so we don't have the world overrun with only partially living creatures. I had to banish it. It's my job. Besides, judging by the skill with which she'd been constructed, this wasn't his first time trying to recreate her. I'm leaving the body. You can just pretend you don't know she was down there and everything's fine and dandy.
I can't pretend I don't know that she died, damn it. It was my job to take care of the house.
It's your job to take care of the child. Pretend the rest of it didn't happen.
The kid!
Wait, what? What about her?
The kid!
If you're trying to make a movie reference or TV show or something, I'm a little too high-strung to pick up on it right now, so please just spit it out.
We can't just leave the kid here. We can't leave the kid here with some freak who builds mermaids out of fish scales and leftover human body parts in his basement.
If it makes you feel any better, most of the body parts were actually from elves.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
I mean, it should. At least now you know you'll decompose really well.
Katie!
It does!
We can't leave the kid here. Scandinavia, or whatever her name is.
Sicily.
Yeah, whatever. Like, we can't leave her here. Not without knowing. Imagine your dad building bodies in the basement, trying to bring your mom back to life, while you think the world is perfectly normal, with normal morticians and taxidermists, or IRS agents.
What do you think we can do about it, Ash? Murder is one thing, but kidnapping...
It wasn't murder! The thing didn't have a soul!
No, Ash is right. We can't leave the girl here without her knowing. She has to be aware of the state of things. It wouldn't be right for us to not give her that little chance. Otherwise, she could grow up to be even worse than us.
How could she possibly be worse than us?
She could be in the closet.
True that.
Yeah.
She isn't our kid. She isn't our anything. We can't touch her.
But what do we do? How are we supposed to just leave her?
Because you know her father loves her.
Oh, yeah, I know. I like showing my love for people by keeping bodies in the basement and telling them blatant lies just because, it suits me. Even if that was love, it's certainly not all-powerful, and I can come up with a couple of flaws.
But you know she has someone in her corner. It's not like the boogeyman is going to come for her just because she doesn't have a clue. She's got her dad.
We had our parents too, and look where that got us.
You're alive, aren't you? Besides, it's not our place. We can't do anything. She isn't ours. Who knows what we would do in Nesbit's position? Maybe when we have our own kids, we'll want to keep them safe too.
It isn't right.
When you become the god of morals, you can come fix it.
Shit!
Scatter!
Back upstairs, now.
Professor?
Yes, Cailin, just a moment. How did everything go?
Oh, it was fine. Just peachy.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, you even did the dishes. I swear I made the best possible choice when I hired you.
Wasn't any trouble whatsoever. Everything went swimmingly.
Good, good. Let's see. Let's make it 60 for the night because you cleaned up after. She didn't cause any problems?
No, not a problem, sir.
Oh, good. You have a nice night now.
Sir?
Yes.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but I've been here a few times now, and, Cicely asked a question, and I wasn't trying to answer it, but is there a Mrs. Nesbit?
She passed away when Cicely was still an infant. Unfortunately, I was not able to get her body back, which is why she's not with us today. It's why I chose not to tell Cicely. Things, This world took her mother away. I want to keep her as safe as a father can.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's no worries. See you in class tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Well, that was a doozy.
Yep.
And, as much as I hate kids, I really don't like what this Nesbit guy is doing.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it? Okay, how can you not worry about it? You were just as intent as I was, as making sure that little girl was okay, and now she's, trapped in there, and...
Isaac. Calm the fuck down. I'm a half-god. Don't you think I can take care of these things?
Ash, what did you do?
Something poetic. Literally. I wrote a letter.
You wrote a letter.
I wrote a letter.
We are going to make Cailin lose her job, aren't we?
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Hey listeners, this is Isaac Hamlet, In today's episode, you heard performances from myself, Ash Pierce, Katie Twaddle, Cailin Smith, and Leah Parker, with August Magee as Professor Nesbit. Music for the episode was done by Chloe Cable, and the episode was written by Katie Twaddle. Students, Gods, and Other Codependents was created by myself and Ash Pierce. If you liked this episode, or you like our show in general, you can check us out on Facebook and Tumblr. Just search Students and Gods. We're about halfway through Season 1 right now. If you'd like to help us make the rest of this season and Season 2 possible, please check out our Patreon page, and if you can donate any amount, that would be awesome. Check back in about a month for our next episode, and thank you so much for listening.